Hi everybody, we'll take a look at these bad boys here. This is the new MLRS multiple launch rocket system mod by the excellent TheSpaceStrider for Arma Reforger on PC and Xbox, and it's pretty cool. Now in this video all I'm really going to be showing you is a little bit of a demo of shooting them and maybe driving them, and I'm going to give you the code for how to install them on your server. However, what I will not be showing you, because I don't know how to do it yet, is how to aim these bad boys, and importantly how to reload them as well, because I've had a bit of a go and I can't really find anything, and a few other content creators are going to be creating tutorial videos apparently, so that's cool. So once they've come out and I've watched them, I'll be able to produce something that can help everybody use them as well. So without further ado, I guess we should jump into one, shouldn't we? So we've got space for a driver and a passenger and the gunner. Let's get into the driver's seat. There we go. And then what we can do is we can open these blast things as well, I guess, so you've got better visibility for driving around, especially at night and things like that. And then we've got a passenger seat there, and then we've got the gunner seat. So let's switch to the gunner. So I'm in the gunner seat now. Now I think this computer thing in front of me will probably give me some sort of options to aim them. But if we switch to third person, I can now use WASD, or I guess it would be your, if you're playing on console, your joypad to kind of move these rockets around, and then I can fire them. How cool is that? The problem is, I don't know where they're going to land. Now, they can travel an awful long way, because we can really aim these things high. Look at that. Fantastic. But remember, with all of these videos I do, especially these first showcases, they're really just works in progress at the moment. And I'm sure even maybe by the time you come and watch this video, that the mod will be a little bit more mature, and things like how to aim them, how to make them hit targets will be different. Although, of course, it's going to be interesting to see where TheSpaceStrider goes with this, because we are in the Cold War, aren't we? We are in the 1980s. So I guess the guidance systems wouldn't be as advanced as the ones we see now coming out of the Ukraine war. Maybe they would just be like ballistic rockets. You know, perhaps more accurate than artillery, maybe. But yeah, I don't know how accurate he's going to go with that. Very mobile vehicle. Great for going around, and I guess, you know, the beauty is you could move to a position, you become the gunner, you know, and set up your rocket artillery, fire it off, you know, hit somewhere on the other side of the map, and then be moving away again before the enemy realizes where you are, to, you know, start up some counter barrage artillery, or send in helicopters or jets to take you out that way. So a fantastic addition to Arma Reforger, so well done TheSpaceStrider. Now in the description below this video I'll put a link to the online workshop, which remember is really just a reference library. But what I will also do is in the description below this video you'll find the mod code for this as well. So in your config.json for your Arma Reforger server, in the mod section you'll want to add this bit here. Now the mod ID is available down here, and rather handily they've added a copy button now on the site. There are no other dependencies, so that's very useful indeed. And also, I mean, I've put my name M270 MLRS version. I've left empty because you want to use the newest version. And remember, if you have a number of mods, so for example here on this server I've got the MLRS and the T72A mod, all the first mods apart from the last one should have a comma there after the last squiggly bracket, and then the last one you don't bother putting one in, and that will make it work right. But I'll put that in the description below this video as well. I'll also put a link in to this rather useful document on the official Bohemia Interactive Arma Reforger wiki, which explains how configs work. So if you ever get stuck, you can always come here if you've made a mistake with your config. And the thing I would say as well is, like, if you've got a Nitrado server or any other type of server and you're having trouble with the server getting stuck in a restart loop, because we haven't really got that much persistence on servers yet. You know, do a force stop if it lets you, or do a stop and just do a reinstall. I do that quite often if I get stuck with mods or things that have happened and the server gets stuck in a restart loop, because remember, Arma Reforger is still quite an immature game in terms of development. You know, we've got a long way to go, but at least things like this are really showing us, I think, you know, Arma 4 is on the horizon, and when it does arrive, we're going to be in this rather unique position where all these modders who have been working on Arma Reforger will have all these mods ready to go for Arma 4. And it's not just asset mods like this, it's also things like gameplay mods, map mods, uniform mods, all that sort of stuff. And it's very exciting indeed. Arma Reforger is just going from strength to strength. And I think, you know, if only Bohemia Interactive had made it free to play, or really cheap, really cheap, like, I don't know, a tenner. In fact, no, it should have really been free to play. Then I think people's attitude towards Reforger would be very different. The problem was, because we had to pay to play, you know, on Xbox and PC, kind of gave the impression at launch that, oh, we're going to have this ready-made game ready to play, and obviously it had all these problems and made the player base, you know, disappear. Where now it's really turning into quite a rounded product, even though it is just a test bed to get us towards Arma 4. I'm very excited indeed every time I open up the workshop and see what people have come up with. Anyway though, that's enough from me. All the relevant information is in the description below this video. If you found this video useful, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. And of course, when I know how to use these things and rearm them, I'll do another tutorial video then. But thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.